In 1964, an American spy plane took off from a runway in California. As it climbed, it left a trail of fuel behind it. This was not a malfunction. It was a feature. This is the story of the SR-71 Blackbird, the fastest air-breathing aircraft ever built, and the impossible engineering that made it real. To outrun Soviet missiles, the Blackbird had to fly at Mach 3, 3 times the speed of sound. At those speeds, friction with the air heats the airframe to over 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Aluminum, the standard skin of any jet, would simply melt. The only metal strong enough was titanium. There was just one problem. The world's largest titanium reserves were in the Soviet Union, the very country the Blackbird was being built to spy on. So the CIA set up shell companies in third countries and quietly bought thousands of pounds of Soviet titanium. They built their spy plane out of the enemy's own metal, but titanium expands when it heats up. At Mach 3, the entire fuselage would grow several inches longer than on the ground. So Lockheed engineers built the plane loose. The fuel tanks were left intentionally leaky on the runway. Only at altitude, when the metal expanded and sealed, would the airframe become watertight. Crews on the ground learned to ignore the puddles. The Blackbird's tactic for surviving threats was simple: outrun them. It carried no weapons. It did not dogfight. When a surface-to-air missile launched in its direction, the standard procedure was to push the throttle forward. In 32 years of operation, not a single SR-71 was ever shot down. Over 4,000 missiles were fired at it. Every one of them missed. It set a transatlantic speed record in 1974. New York to London in 1 hour and 54 minutes. That record still stands today, more than 50 years later. The SR-71 was retired in 1998. Nothing has ever replaced it. Subscribe for more aircraft that should not exist.